Are you a deviant? You know, like those of us who binge watch serial killer programs, laugh at the stupid stuff people do, and revel in anything adult? Well, you found your people. Join us as we crack open the doors to padded cell and release the insanely stupid, the weirdly wonderful, and those who choose to live outside societal norms. We delve into the strange, the macabre, the sexy, and the outrageous. So, if you're a deviant, then you have your place with us in the padded cell.
Hello.
We're on. Are you on?
I'm on.
Are you switched on?
No. Questionably.
Okay, well, follow me lead
We'll do
then.
our best.
Right then, hello. And welcome to episode 133 of the Padded Cell podcast. And we've got City Wednesday.
I'm back. And I'm on camera this time. Hi. Look really intensely down that one. Hello.
Can we just take a moment to just appreciate the beret?
The beret is very stunning, very iconic.
And it says feral
Does
on
say
it, which
feral.
is very apt.
It's very me.
It is.
I have described myself as a feral creature for a very long time. Just some weird bog creature is how I would describe
A weird
myself.
bog creature?
Yeah.
Oh, mate. Bloody hell.
It's me. Like, crawled out of a bog freshly.
And you crocheted your top
I did.
to match the beret.
Yeah, no one can see the best part of the outfit though, Vic, and I know you're trying to hide it.
I was getting to it.
Ta-da! Sparkly Crocs.
Do you know what? I couldn't even say the word, could I? Could you see my mouth
I
going?
could. It was like,
Do you know what I was like? Have you seen the film The Witches? The original Witches?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And when a child comes in and they're like, they go,
yeah,
that was
is
my
you.
face. My face was developing.
that is you.
into
All
that.
over.
And you've got things on them.
I
What are
have.
they called? The widgety thing?
Gibbets.
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 I called
yeah.
it a widget.
Witchy gibbets. They're all witchy
Oh, the
themed.
witchy ones, are
Yeah,
they?
that's like, there's one here that's Witch's Brew. Then there's a spell book. Black cat. Hat too. You can't see the other ones, but there's a witch's hat. And like skeletons and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. Witchy.
And the sparkly pink as well.
They are sparkly pink.
And are they a little bit more stacky than normal?
Yeah, the platform. Make me more than 5'3".
Oh, is that all you are?
Yeah.
Oh, bless your little cotton
Dinky.
socks. Yeah. I'm still not forgiving you for wearing Crocs though. There's other
I wore them
ways
just
to
for you. Appreciate them.
wear stilettos or something if you want to get taller.
Oh, yeah, but it's hot. It's hot, so Crocs are great. They're a practical shoe.
Because she's new, I'm not going to abuse her.
It's because I'm really nice. I'm really nice, I promise, and I'm the only other girl on the team to defend me with me Crocs. Vic. She's not gonna
Okay,
defend
so
me.
we're going to move on from the Crocs. I'm finding it hard to form words that aren't offensive.
Leave me and my comfort alone.
I'm going to have to give you one of the croc wearing cunt t-shirts, aren't I?
Yeah?
I mean, you have to be careful about where you wear the croc wearing
That's
cunt
all right.
t-shirt. But I'll have to give you one of those, aren't I? Because you are a croc
I am.
wearing cunt.
I truly am. And I'm very proud of that fact.
I might be able to do you one in pink as well. It's in blue, but I might be able to do you one in pink.
I wear blue.
Okay.
I'm an Evertonian. I wear
Okay.
blue.
Okay, well,
Works for me.
mate, I can't get rid of these t-shirts because everybody's like, yeah, croc wearing cunt. So I'm just giving them
But
away
I am
now.
one.
You know, for the uncool people left in this world, I'll just give you them.
For the comfy people in the world.
Right then, so welcome once again. Now, in our last episode, I was telling everybody about our leaving do in work,
Yes.
which obviously you weren't there. But I've got a couple of things I've given as presents.
Okay.
So, help the line. I was given 2 books. Oh, and a bottle. Okay. So, I was given this first of all. This is 3D
Okay.
printed. And it's a little toilet with a turd.
Of course.
But it's a clicker.
Oh, I love that.
It's like a little fidgety thing.
Yeah.
So just sit there, clicking me turd.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, so that's that. I'm not going to give it to you now because you'll be clicking away. But
I'll be annoying with it.
yeah,
Yeah,
so
I'm
gonna
a fidgeter.
keep that out the way because if it's there, you'll pick it up.
I will, yeah.
And then I got, because you all know, and you know because you've listened to the
Yes.
episodes, what am I going to do when I leave Townhouse? Apart from podcasting full time. Do you remember?
No, I have no brain. I did tell you this. No brain.
I mean, we've even had a conversation of
Travelling.
and you sent me some things that other people had found while they were doing this hobby.
Metal detecting. We've spoken about this.
Who's the old lady in the room here? I'm fucking 20 years older than you.
I've got no brain.
Fucking shit for brains.
Quite impressive, isn't it?
Anyway, I got 2 books.
Okay.
Of one of our fans, actually.
Oh, yeah.
And I love it because it says, I'm not going to read it out first.
Okay. I love that.
It says, I'm a swinger on the weekends.
Brilliant.
But it doesn't mean swinger in the fucky sense. It means swinger in the metal detecting sense.
That's incredible.
And it's got the 2 little cross metal detectors on it.
I'm obsessed.
And then inside, I'm so happy. Inside, it's got like a page to fill all your bits in.
That's so cool.
And it's got a time, location, all that. Sunny, hot, cloudy, rain, other, machine used, machine settings, item found, estimated value, notes.
Phenomenal. That is so exciting. Oh my God, you can put the little things in, like little baggies, and put them in and like tape it. Oh, what an unbelievable log.
This is a great prezi because not only is it relevant to my newfound hobby, but it's also stationery.
Brilliant. Love a bit of stationery.
So, the other thing, it was for Jim, but me and Jim are going to share it.
Okay.
Because you know about my little garden that I'm going to be doing?
Yeah.
My medicinal herb garden with a poison plant in it. Well, this person's also given me a book saying, shit, what did I plant?
Oh, phenomenal.
Yeah. A garden lover's planner and journal.
I love that.
Yeah. And then on the end, it's got a bit of graph paper, first of all, which Jim was delighted with. So he's going to put a garden plan on there. We've already filled in our first page.
Phenomenal.
So on it, it's got week 1, week 2, planting, propagation, pruning, maintenance, pest control, all that kind of thing. How much things have cost you, a bit of a journal, you know. So we've planted our strawberry plants, so that's in there as well.
I love it.
So we are absolutely delighted. Thank you, Barbarella. Thank you, Van Ziggs. Thank you very, very much. But, you know, I mean, we got lovely gifts from people. I mean, I just wanted people to come to the party and have a nice time.
Yeah.
To be honest, they didn't need gifts. But some people did bring gifts. And, you know, when you're just like, somebody's put a lot of thought into that. They know, like, stationery. And they've picked up on my hobbies.
Yeah.
So
Brilliant.
I was well pleased.
They know you well.
So, yes, I've got 5 days left and that'll be me gone.
Blinking heck.
Yeah.
Exciting, though.
Yes, it is exciting. I've got past the sad stage now.
Good.
I've got past the, am I doing the right thing? I did that in January.
Yeah.
But no, I'm on the home straight now. Loads to do, but we're looking forward to it now. And Andy and Sarah are looking forward to it as well. So it'll be really, really
It's in good hands.
Yeah, definitely. Right, so I'm going to move on to some on this days.
Okay.
I was going to witter a little bit, but I know that you witter. And I want to give your segment all the whittling space it needs.
Yeah.
And if you don't witter enough, I can always add on these other things later on.
Perfect.
So, see, this is directing for you. I'm leaving witter room for my co-host.
Because it's always necessary, because I get really excited and go on tangents.
Hey, Emily Bronte went down well, you know.
Oh, exciting.
Yeah.
Get people reading Wuthering Heights.
Well, I've actually had a few people saying I've picked up Wuthering Heights.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
As you should. It's all very good. Very batshit crazy book.
You gave me a copy of Wuthering Heights today, which I will read. Right then, so this is going out on the 7th of May.
Okay.
And I was going to do today's date, but there wasn't an awful lot of interest and stuff. So I'm doing it for the day that it's going out.
Okay.
7th of May, so it's a week on Thursday it's going out. Do you know anything about the ship, the Lusitania?
I know very brief little bits, because wasn't it is it the sister ship of the Titanic, or was that the Oceana?
Okay, so that is a really, really common answer and it's wrong.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Enlighten me.
So I didn't know why people link the two ships.
Yeah.
If they're not sister ships, because I thought the same.
Yeah.
I thought Lusitania and the Titanic were sister ships. Carpathia came into my mind as well, and I'm like, what's going on here? So anyway, I looked into it, and this particular incident happened to happen on the 7th of May.
Okay.
And the reason I looked into it is because I did a Titanic segment in my last episode. And it just got me thinking, and somebody asked a question, and I was like, Lusitania. And then when I looked at it, I'm like, I've got to do this segment because it was on the 7th of May.
Fascinating.
So the Lusitania is not the sister ship to the Titanic.
Okay.
The Titanic was a White Star Line.
Yes.
The Lusitania was a Cunard.
Okay.
Completely different shipping
I didn't
yards
know that.
and everything.
Yeah.
They were sailing around the same time. You share the same shipping lanes. The Titanic sank.
Yeah.
and so did the Lusitania.
Yes.
That is probably the only link between the two.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, how bizarre.
It was a disaster and a lot of people died, but they were both ocean-going vessels.
Yeah.
They both had passengers on, but that's it.
Oh.
So I was like, okay, so this went down. How did it go down? I've heard this sort of story before, but I didn't know it was the Lusitania. So on the 7th of May, 1915, the Lusitania, carrying 2,000 people-ish, including families, children.
Yeah.
128 Americans, which is relevant.
Okay.
It was hit by a torpedo sent by a German U-boat.
Okay.
This is a passenger liner, an ocean-going luxury passenger liner.
Yeah.
And it was hit by a German U-boat
So
torpedo.
full of civilians, so then that's war crimes and stuff.
So it was 1915, so just post-war.
Yeah.
Just post-war. But there's still a little bit of argy-bargy
course.
going on, isn't there? You know. So why did the German U-boat hit the Lusitania? Can you take any guesses why it would have hit that ship? It wasn't an accident. I'll get that straight.
Was it because of the Americans on board?
No.
Okay. I've got no idea.
Okay. So I've got that wrong, haven't I? So it was 1914 to 1918,
Yeah.
the war. So this is right in the middle of the war.
It is, yeah.
Soz, folks. Somebody would have picked up on that and gone, hurrah!
Someone's already commented on the YouTube video
I know,
before you've had the chance to correct yourself.
So why? Stupidly, this boat was packed full of passengers and all the rest of it, but it was also packed with a whole load of munitions.
Oh, okay.
A lot of munitions. 170 tons worth.
Right, that's quite a bit.
Rifle ammunition shells. It was
Yeah.
being transported to, obviously, Allies. It was war period. Germans got onto it and thought, excellent target.
Ah, okay.
Now, when the ship was hit, it took 18 minutes to go down.
Right, okay.
Very, very quickly.
Yeah.
Now, I think the Titanic took about 2.5,
Yeah.
something like that. Took a while to go down. 18 minutes.
That's very quick.
When you think of the size of this ship, if it's got 2,000 people on there and all the munitions, it's going to be huge.
Yeah.
To see that go down that quick,
fast is something else in it.
it'd be almost like creating like a whirlpool with it going down. 18 minutes. So why did it go down so quick? Was it just a torpedo? Witnesses, because there was some survivors, said they heard a second explosion, and that was multiple witnesses, but they don't know where it came from.
Right.
They reckon either it was when the munitions went off,
Yeah.
or the steam systems and the structure down the engine room failed and collapsed, causing this big bang explosion. But most people think it's the munitions, because
Okay.
for the torpedo to just hit the ship and hit the right spot to get the munitions would have been pretty hard.
Yeah.
They reckon it's caused, obviously, a fracture or some kind of fire, and then that has made
That
the
makes
munitions
sense.
go off.
Yeah.
And it was the second explosion which made it just go. It
Yeah.
went down like a lead balloon, this thing, so quick. And because of that, obviously, the survival rate was really, really low. So the Germans did know what they were doing.
Okay.
It should have, and it's sort of a bit of an urban myth, it should have triggered the Americans to join the war.
Oh, okay.
And a lot of people say this was the reason why it triggered the Americans joining the First
Makes
World
sense.
War. But it didn't, actually. It took until 1917 and more incidents for it to stack up before they actually got involved.
Ah.
So now, obviously, the Germans were, everybody was like, the worst thing in the world to do, all these civilians and everything have died. But my argument also is, okay, the Americans weren't part of the war, but they sent off this big ship with 2,000 people on it, on a busy shipping lane, loaded with munitions, and didn't take any responsibility for that.
That's grim. That is very grim.
So, blame the Germans all you like. They did press the button, the torpedo hit the ship, but you put a load of fucking 170 tons worth of munitions with civilians
Put a
on
target
a
on them.
cruise liner.
Yeah.
It wasn't even like, an auxiliary ship or RFA ship
Absolutely.
or anything like that. This fucking luxury liner.
Yeah.
And now they didn't take any responsibility for
That
it.
is pretty outrageous, that, isn't it? That is absolutely grim. They've put a target on them people.
They have totally. So this is just going to be like a very quick segment because it was just off the back of the Titanic one.
Interesting.
But I did not know that. I did not know
I
that
didn't.
this was the incident that obviously some people think it triggered the First
Yeah.
World War, but that the Germans actually made a decision to bomb a passenger liner.
How interesting. Very quick while we're on war, did you know the first shot, in all technicalities, of the First and Second World War were from Petrock?
Fuck off.
Technically, within like minutes of it being announced, the first shots were made.
How and why? Why from there?
From the first one, I cannot remember, but there was like a sailboat, but it had, was it a German flag? It had some kind of flag on it anyway, whichever country it was. And the first shot was made from Petrock in the First World War. I would argue the first shot of the First World War was Franz Ferdinand.
Yes.
But hey, there we go.
I did that the podcast one day.
Exactly. But yeah, technically the first official shot of the war was from there. And then in the Second World War, war was declared, and within it was something like less than 10 minutes, a shot was fired to a German fishing boat in the Mersey from Petrock. And that was the first English shot, if you like, towards the German side.
way.
Yeah. Learned that the other day.
See, I love coming on with you. You know shit.
I do know shit. I know utter shit half the time, but I do know some interesting shit as well.
But it's shit that could win me the pub quiz.
It could. It really could.
Yeah. And if you don't know where Petrock is, because we're we're local and friends,
We
we
are.
know what we're talking
Yeah.
about. New Brighton on the Wirral, where we are now, just down the way, there's a place called Petrock, and there's a castle, or a battleman's castle.
It's a proper
and all
old
that.
fortress kind of thing.
And you can only you could at one time only get to it when the tide was out.
Yeah.
But now there's a walkway to it, you can get
There
to it
is.
any time.
Yeah.
But I remember being a kid and those donkeys and everything on the beach, and I was dying to go over to the fort, but the tide was in,
Yeah.
so I
Isn't that
couldn't
funny?
get to it.
Isn't that funny? Have you been in?
Yeah.
It's interesting, isn't
Are
it?
you in the bar in there?
No.
I've been in the bar.
I need to go and explore the bar.
So go to the bar on like a Saturday or Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
They do nice food, nice beer.
Gorgeous.
And there's a piano in there. They sometimes have a guy on the
Love
piano
that.
just like tinkering away.
Gorgeous.
Unofficially, I think.
Sounds fab.
Some random guy.
Just a guy.
But just really nice atmosphere.
I love
It's only
that.
small, but
Yeah.
nice. And I think they sell ice cream either in there or just round the way as well.
Gorgeous.
Very, very
I'll have
nice.
to go.
Anyway, so from blowing up ships.
Yeah.
Do you know much about Beethoven?
I know he was in Bill and Ted. Actually, I've been in the room where he played to a very young Marie Antoinette, I think it was, in Vienna, in Schönbrunn. So I have, I know a little bit, but not much. Is he
Okay.
the deaf one or is that Mozart?
Okay, he's the deaf one.
He's the deaf one.
And we're going to
From
talk
Bill
a
and
little
Ted.
bit about that today. But funny enough, we talk about composers. I've literally just, for everybody out there, just released an Unhinged about Tchaikovsky.
I love Tchaikovsky.
So I actually said on the Unhinged, I studied music when I was younger. I was in the Young Phil and everything. And I knew a lot about the big composers,
Yeah.
Mozart, Beethoven, all of them, including Tchaikovsky. Did I know he was gay? No, I didn't.
I did a segment on that. So where I work, there's like an LGBTQ group. And I did a segment on Tchaikovsky because I'm a big fan of, I love ballet. I don't look like the kind of person that loves
Swan
ballet.
Lake.
Swan Lake is so iconic. But he also did Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah,
He did quite a lot of
Nutcracker.
ballets. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've been into Tchaikovsky for quite a while because
Yeah.
of that. And when I found out that he was like writing letters
Yeah.
to like
His friend.
it's his historical bestie.
Yeah.
It's the whole Anne Bonny Mary Read
Who
thing
never
again.
met.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I won't go spoil it.
No, but yes, I did know he was gay. Long story
Okay,
short.
so if you don't know and you want to know more, go over to Unhinged,
Unhinged.
Patreon only. It's the latest Unhinged, which is number 34.
Blinking heck.
For 34 Unhinged
You are
and
busy.
133 main podcasts.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I'm running a club, not for much longer. But anyway, we're going to move on. 7th of May, 1824. So
Okay.
quite rightly, Beethoven was deaf.
Yes.
Profoundly deaf. It's very, very well known.
Mm-hmm.
And he wrote the entire 9th Symphony completely
Amazing.
deaf.
Yeah.
So he was just hearing the notes in his head, really, wasn't he? He was putting
He
it all
was.
together in his head, which, I don't know.
Phenomenal.
What you call that? He's a genius, but it's almost like supernatural powers, that.
Yeah.
How
That's
do
incredible.
you hear all the instruments and the harmonies and the flow and the ebb and the tide of a symphony and not be able to hear a note?
It's incredible.
It's nuts.
Fascinating guy.
It's nuts. And actually, when you look at all the composers, they've all got very interesting lives.
Yeah.
And some of them have got quirky little features
Uh-huh.
like Beethoven.
Yeah.
So anyway, 7th of May, there was going to be one of the most famous performances in music history, and it
Yes.
was the premiere of the 9th Symphony. He was deaf, but not everybody knew that he was deaf. He kept it a secret. Some people did know. Some people in his orchestra knew, close friends, but most people who would go and see him didn't know.
Amazing.
So Beethoven's on stage conducting the Ninth Symphony. I keep fucking saying this, right? When I was doing Unhinged, I'm going to do an outtake because I tried to say symphony about 7 times. I'm swearing to myself and everything. I'm getting really frustrated. Then I was laughing. So I was like, no, that's got to be an outtake. So of course I'm going to do it.
Incredible.
So I'm still doing it today. Symphony. So he's conducting his symphony, or so he thinks. But actually the orchestra is following somebody else. There's somebody else conducting slightly out of sight.
Interesting.
Beethoven's just giving it beans, all that, not really knowing what he's doing. He's conducting the orchestra from memory because he's obviously wrote this piece. And he can see what people are doing, but can he really hear the exact beat? No. And apparently it looked a little bit frantic.
Yeah.
But then some conductors doing all this, but they can't rely on him.
Yeah.
But to everybody out there, he's still moving, he's still leading, he's still fully on it, basically. Just can't hear a thing. Anyway, for that moment, he thought he was convincing everybody. Until the music piece was coming to an end, like that long note. And the audience stood up, rounds of applause, everybody's going nuts, and he's still conducting. He didn't have a clue.
Brilliant.
Until there was somebody and went, this sort of thing, and then the orchestra stood up.
Makes sense.
And he realised, he went, turned round, and he was doing all this. But for that moment, I don't know how long it was, but it was a good few seconds.
Fascinating.
Which is enough when everybody's clapping and he's still conducting. Just for that moment, it must have been a bit cringe, really.
It must have been a bit like, oh, sorry. It'd be like a Dom Jolly moment, that, wouldn't it?
Imagine not realising that everything finished and you're carrying on conducting and you're trying to, keep up this facade. Everyone's cheering and applauding and you're still conducting the whole thing. Absolutely mad. But yeah, it's one of the... actually, if I remember rightly, everybody stood up, all the audience behind him, and one of the performers close to him physically turned him round and he went, and all that.
Yeah.
So I think at that point the audience realised that something wasn't quite right there, really. And it was a little bit heartbreaking, apparently, for the people that were in the orchestra watching. Yeah. And it wasn't just any performance, it was his final major symphony performance. So a really, really big one, a defining moment. And he couldn't hear any of it.
It's heartbreaking, isn't it? My God.
It's nuts, isn't it?
That's wild.
Yeah.
What a guy.
I know. Right, my last little bit is something that I know that I think you know a little bit about. But it's just right up your street because you're a little goth weirdo.
I am, yeah.
Okay. Victorian autopsies.
Yes.
This isn't really linked to the date, but I was reading around the Beethoven dates and all the rest of it.
Yeah.
And around that time, this sort of thing was going on.
Yeah.
It's a loose link that I've made up because I want to talk
I
about
love that. Go for it.
The loosest segue ever. Okay, so if you go back on Victorian death records, they didn't really know an awful lot about medicine. They were dissecting bodies and they could identify organs, and some of them actually weren't called what we call them now, some of the smaller secondary organs. So they were guessing, and when they were opening people up, they weren't really giving things names. They were using like descriptions more than anything. They didn't actually know what they were looking at.
Okay.
And this led to some really unusual, interesting descriptions on death certificates of how people died.
All right. Intrigued.
Yes. So don't forget, we didn't know anything about germs or anything and how disease spread and stuff. So it was literally what they saw in front of them.
Yeah.
And they didn't know what they were saying. So, just going off vibes, basically.
Essentially, yeah.
So, dropsy.
What is dropsy?
So that has come up in medical records and it's come up on death certificates.
Okay.
Sounds harmless, maybe cute, but it's actually a fluid build-up, what we now call edema or swelling.
Yeah.
And very often you'd find dropsy of the heart or dropsy of the kidneys.
That is
There's
wild.
inflammation of the heart, inflammation of the kidneys.
Yeah.
So if you have an inflamed heart, obviously it can cause heart attack, heart
yeah,
failure. But they called it dropsy.
We should start bringing that back. So saying they had an inflamed kidney. Oh, dropsy.
But
fun.
if a doctor said that to me though, if it was dropsy, I'd want to go oopsie daisy or something. It's one of them words, isn't it? You know.
Yeah, but it doesn't hurt as much then. If someone said to me, "Oh, you've got like an inflamed heart," I'd be like, "Oh, that's terrifying."
Yeah.
So you've got dropsy of the heart. I'd be like, "Oh, that's all right. What can we do to fix that?" Then?
Dropsy heart.
Dropsy, yeah. I love it. Bring it back.
Yeah.
Bring some whimsy into medicine.
So, apoplexy.
I can't even say that one. Go on.
The apoplexy I've heard around recently.
Yeah.
It's still a word that's used now, but not in the same way. So basically, it means sudden collapse, but not a faint. It means like a stroke or a brain hemorrhage.
Okay.
So it's like just a sudden drop dead.
Yeah.
Apoplexy. What do you think natural decay is?
In my head, this is just someone whose like body is just rotting as they're alive, like leprosy.
Okay. I thought it was going to be something like leprosy.
Yeah.
But it's not. They used to put natural decay on death certificates when somebody just died of old age.
Oh my God.
They died of natural decay.
Honestly, let that be on my death certificate. Let it be natural decay. That's phenomenal.
Oh my God.
I love it.
Natural decay.
I love it. I was so expecting leprosy. I'm really shocked.
Fingers dropping off and all that kind of thing, you know. Or what we know now as necrotising and fasciitis. Maybe they were seeing decay like a fasciitis. Didn't know what to call it, so they called it decay.
Well, that's what I was
but
kind
no,
of thinking.
it's just getting old.
Oh, I quite like that. Do you not?
No, I'd rather just say
Maybe
have
it's the
old
goth in me.
age rather than she
Yeah.
was decaying.
Decaying.
Yeah, it sounds like I was like the Walking Dead until I
That
actually
is
died.
true. I think it's just the fact that I'm a massive emo and My Chemical Romance have a song called Foundations of Decay. I'm like, that's me.
Do they?
Yeah. They brought out like hoodies. When I saw them on tour last time, the hoodies literally just said decay. So I'm like,
No.
yeah, I think that's me actually. I'm going to go with natural decay. Like urban decay. But
Maybe you might
not as
change your
colourful.
mind when you get to my age and you're nearing the time of decay.
Are we not always decaying, Vic?
We all, as soon as we're
Philosophical?
born,
Exactly.
we're dying. We are. But I'm probably closer to it, though.
You never know.
So, decay. So, back in the day, they reckoned that children died from teething.
Okay.
And so you'd find teething on death certificates very regular. And it's because they didn't actually know. It was children that were dying around the time they started teething.
Right.
So it could be infection, fever, malnutrition. It could even be cot death.
Interesting.
But they didn't know. And because obviously they have the red cheeks, always crying and psych on the legs, they look distressed. And oftentimes they've died in their sleep.
Right.
So they're like if they just died of agony, teething. So teething was a cause
That is
of death
fascinating.
in Victorian times.
Victorians were absolutely wild.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. And convulsions. Now, convulsions we would maybe put down to epilepsy
Yeah.
now.
Seizures.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So back in the day, people had seizures, but we didn't know why they were having them. So somebody might have seizures from maybe ingesting something they shouldn't have had. They might have, an epileptic seizure. They might have a brain injury, which is causing seizures. Excuse me. Could be all sorts of different reasons. But because they didn't know, they just said convulsions. So anything that made somebody twitch at the moment of death was just a convulsion. Because they didn't have a clue what it was.
That is wild.
Right, it's not my favourite, but it's the one that made me go, well, fuck me, I didn't know that.
Okay.
Women who died in childbirth.
Yeah.
Usually from infection, hemorrhage and other complications. Do you know what the leading cause still is of maternal death now of women in childbirth?
No.
It's still infection.
Is it?
It's been infection for a couple of 100 years since we've
didn't
been
know that.
recording it. Yeah. And infection is still the leading cause.
Blimey.
Yeah. Closely followed by postpartum hemorrhage.
Yeah.
Massive obstetric hemorrhage.
Yeah.
But infection, sepsis,
That's
is still the
terrifying.
main cause in this day and age. It's still, don't get me wrong, not many women die in childbirth. In the Western world, in the UK, there's not that many a year.
Yeah.
But when they do, it's often infection.
I didn't know that.
So, anyway, women who die in childbirth didn't always know why. Might have been a loss of blood, but they don't really know where it come from.
Of course.
They might have had an infection and they've been poorly. Don't know why. I don't even think you can guess the name of what they would put. It was just a broad term for somebody who died in childbirth.
Go on. Hit me with it.
If you think of childbirth,
Yeah.
somebody normally give birth on a bed, right? I don't go along with that.
Yeah.
They call it child bed.
Oh,
Child bed.
that is such a bizarre way of phrasing it.
Just a blanket term for
Yeah.
anyone who dies in childbirth and they didn't know why. And there's loads of
That's-
reasons why.
yeah.
It could happen.
Absolutely, it's dangerous. It's one of the
Childbed.
most dangerous things a female body can do.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Mad,
That is
isn't it?
unbelievable.
Yeah. This one you'll probably guess, brain fever.
So, like, hysteria, kind of.
Meningitis,
Oh, okay.
encephalitis, that kind of
Yeah.
thing. And this one, I have heard before. Quincy.
I've heard of Quincy.
Do you know what it is?
My nan has said the word Quincy and I still don't know what it is.
Yes, so Quincy, my nan used to say, and I remember being younger in my teenage years, and I had a throat infection.
Yeah.
And all my neck was up and I couldn't swallow.
Yeah.
And the first thing she said was, I know what you've been doing.
Mm-hmm.
And you've got Quincy. And I was like, what's Quincy?
Yeah.
And she said, you've got like a throat infection, a strep throat,
Yeah.
basically. But they called it Quincy. And back in the day, before antibiotics, it could be fatal because it can cause like blisters that obviously go ulcerated and
Yeah.
they can burst,
Mm-hmm.
cause infection that way. But also they used to close the throat over. They were
Yeah.
that big, they close the throat over.
That's wild.
Quincy. I quite like the word Quincy.
I do.
Strep throat.
Is that like glandular fever-y type
Yeah.
thing? So, interestingly, I had asymptomatic glandular fever last year. Had no idea till I had a blood test back. I didn't know
could
you
you-
could have
I
asymptomatic
didn't
glandular
know.
fever. I had no idea. So, not this last Medusa, but the one before, I was like getting hot flushes and stuff, and I was putting it down to my birth control. And the doctors also thought, they ran blood tests, they did all sorts of tests on me, and they were like, you do know you've had glandular fever?
Ooh,
Not a clue. They were like, you have been completely asymptomatic, you have had glandular fever. Isn't that interesting? I didn't know you
so
could.
how many months ago was that?
That was October.
October, November, December, January, February, March, April. How long have you been with your fella?
9 months. I'm like, yeah, I blamed him entirely, but he didn't have any symptoms of anything either.
Well, it
Steve-O's fault.
It depends if he was doing the same thing that you were doing to cause the strep throat.
Valid point.
That's all we're going to say on that one. I will let you make sense of that
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah, interesting.
But
turn
when
of
your
events.
nan at fucking 14,
Yeah.
15 says, I know what you've been doing, it's a bit like,
Oh, no.
is she reading my mind?
Yes.
Please get out of it. You don't want to be in there, Nan.
No, thank you.
Definitely not.
Giving you Quincy.
So there you go. Lots of little Victorian names for being sick when they didn't know what was wrong with you.
Absolutely fascinating turn of events.
Do you know what? I've always said I wouldn't want to have been really poorly back
No.
then. But I'd argue now it's not a great time to be ill now either because
No,
you
it's
can't
really
get
not.
access to anything
No, it's
in
a
our
bloody
National
nightmare.
Health Service.
It's a bloody nightmare.
My
no fault
urgent
of theirs.
treatment that I
Yeah.
needed fucking weeks ago. I've got an appointment. Not next week, the week
Yeah.
after. Finally.
Yeah.
Months.
Months. I've been waiting months. I've got an appointment on the 18th of May that
Ridiculous.
I've been waiting for since November. It's a joy.
It's just completely stupid. It really is.
stupid.
We're not going to go into it.
No.
I'd love to say that there's bigger fish to fry and we should be getting upset over, the real big problems in the world. But actually, so your real big problems are not my real
Yeah.
big problems.
I
And
get it. Personal problems are just as valid.
yeah. And you just feel like you feel bad moaning, don't you? Like you're just
I
another
get
person.
it.
But
Yeah,
when you go into doctor's surgery, they don't even look at you. I'm like,
yeah.
I pay your wages through my
Literally.
life insurance.
That's what I pay it for.
Turn around and look me in the eye, you ignorant fuck.
Exactly.
Do you know what? My current doctor's lovely, but
Yeah.
one of my last doctors, he couldn't. I don't know whether he was a bit on the spectrum.
Yeah.
And his computer was there, and he'd be sitting like that. You'd be there,
Yeah.
and he'd go, "Hello, take a seat.
Oh.
Tell me what's
human.
wrong." Oh, right, okay. And even when he wasn't typing, he'd be like that, just looking at the screen,
It's unbelievable.
not saying a word.
Unbelievable.
Then he'd let you finish, and then he'd go. Back to his computer. Right, so I think it's this. I'm going to give you a prescription. But he wouldn't look at you.
Isn't that strange?
I mean, I know some people find eye contact difficult, but when you're a doctor and you're supposed to be, providing this bedside
Yeah.
manner, part of that is relating to your patients and, open conversation,
Yeah.
which means open arm gestures and, some eye contact.
Of course.
Some eye contact.
It'd be helpful, wouldn't it?
But he couldn't do it.
It's
Really couldn't do
unbelievable.
it. No.
I had a doctor Google my symptoms in front of me. I was like, thanks. I might as well have just looked on Google myself, which you
Yeah.
shouldn't do.
Yeah.
Dr. Google is useless.
I think I've told you before, haven't I? When I was a midwife, I had a registrar doctor who isn't junior but isn't senior
Yeah.
on the postnatal ward, and I called him because somebody had been sent back from delivery suite when they shouldn't have been with a 3rd-degree tear, which should be repaired in theatre. She was in agony. And he came and he went and had a look, then came out and started Googling a 1st, 2nd and 3rd-degree tear so we could see the difference.
Oh my God.
So I just said to him, look, I said, I know you're the doctor, but take it from me.
Yeah.
It's a 3rd-degree tear. She needs to go to theatre now.
Yeah.
And he went, I just need to confirm it myself. And I went, have you not seen a 3rd-degree tear before, mate?
Exactly.
Honest to God. How'd you get
job.
7 years in medical
Yeah.
training, and then he's on his registrar
Yeah.
thing, and he doesn't know the difference between basically the colour of tissue, because that's how you establish it.
Right.
Anyway.
Unbelievable.
Right, so should we do your segment or should we do a dangly bit?
Completely up to you.
Because my dangly bit's dead quick.
Okay.
Dead
Don't do
quick.
the dangly bit.
Yeah.
Go for it.
So I looked up real internet searches.
Okay.
So things that people have put in the web to answer some of their questions, and they are actual, real, legitimate questions.
Okay.
Some of them are, some are like, you fuck off.
Yeah.
Right? The first one, if I eat glitter, will my poo sparkle?
Have you seen those pills where you can swallow the
Yes.
glitter in them? Yeah.
Yes, I have.
Interesting. Although I
Have
don't
you
know
tried
why
it?
you want that now. Have you?
No.
Right, defensive.
But,
I wasn't accusing.
no. But, I kind of want to.
We're getting sparkly pills.
The problem is, though, is that it's TMI. But I need to make sure it's a day when I've not had like a curry or something the day before. Because if my poo's going to sparkle, it needs to be solid.
Understandable.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just,
Yeah, I get what you mean.
I'm not going to go on. Anyway,
It's an incredible question, though.
the other one. Can I train my pigeons to do small crimes?
Phenomenal. Do it. Don't do crimes, but the pigeons are,
He wants to
why not?
basically train his pigeons to do some petty
Heists.
theft.
It's like some kind of Wallace and Gromit heist, that, isn't it? That is unbelievable.
Oh, okay. Why does my cat want to sit on my lap when I take a shit? These are actual
Comforting, I suppose.
searches.
The cat's looking after you because that's when they're most vulnerable.
Oh,
Interesting.
it likes the smell of your shit, maybe.
We've gone down very different routes for that one. I was like, it's because the cat's most vulnerable in that position, so they're looking after you. But sure, if it's...
Just like the smell of your
yeah,
shit.
there you go.
Yeah.
There's two answers for you.
Think, if you've got your pants down and you've got bare legs, it's sitting on your skin, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like, and it's just have a little sniff between your legs.
Fair enough. We'll take you out on.
Okay. What to do if you've overshared and now have to fake your death?
Maybe that's me Googling that about 3 times a week. I am an unbelievable oversharer.
Well, I've just done that.
Yeah,
This whole podcast is about oversharing.
I overshare a lot, so this is great for me.
Yeah. So, how to stop thinking about that embarrassing thing from 2007.
Brilliant.
This is me.
Which one of my embarrassing things from 2007?
Oh my God. There's so many times I can just be sitting there minding my own business and this fucking earworm comes up like that and goes, do you remember that time you had a tit of yourself when you were 14 and you've never got over it? And then you just go, and you transport it back to that moment and you're reliving it and you're like, if I was there now, I'd do this. I wouldn't react that way. I do that all the time.
No, I'm exactly the same.
So somebody actually put that in. How do I stop thinking about that embarrassing time from 2007?
That'd be my first year in secondary school, so I think a lot of embarrassing things happened that
What was
year.
I doing in 2007? In 2007, our Dan was 8.
Yeah.
And I was a midwife. I was a midwife part-time, or on the bank in the Liverpool Women's, and I was a private midwife as well.
Check you.
There you go. So, what was my next one? Oh, how to stop arguing with myself in my head.
Brilliant.
That's just me all the time.
That's me. Yeah, I understand that.
Do you know? Not do you know.
Okay, I won't do it.
Do you know that not everybody has tabs open in the head all the time?
I've heard this. I've heard this.
I might have said
Imagine
it on the
how
pod.
peaceful that must be in your brain.
I might have
Mine could
actually said it
never.
on the pod. I'm not too sure. I don't know.
Maybe.
But apparently, there's about 40% of people
That blows my noggin.
who never think.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't have thoughts like all the
Yeah.
time. So if they look at a camera, it's like, oh, is the camera on? That's a thought.
Yeah.
But they don't think, oh, is the camera on? I need a piss. That curtain needs moving.
blows my
that
head.
light's too bright. Shit, what am I having for tea tonight? They don't do that.
That is wild.
They just think, oh, that camera's not on. That's it. That's the only
That
thought.
could not be me.
Anyway, brought this up with Jimmy. And I was like, do you know what, Jim? Apparently, 40% of people don't just sit and have tabs open and
Wild.
thoughts all the time. And he went, yeah, I don't. Blew me mind. It blew me fucking mind. So I was like, hang on a minute. You know that my head has always got tabs open.
Yeah.
That I'm always think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I went, so you're not like that. You don't process things and go over things. No. So when you're watching telly, are you not thinking about what you should be doing? Or does your mind not wander off? He went, no, because I'm concentrating on watching telly.
That is wild.
I don't think I've concentrated on watching telly since I was prepubescent.
No. If I'm watching telly, I have to be doing other things.
Oh, I'm always doing other
Yeah,
things and watching
I
telly.
have to.
Jim doesn't.
No.
He just sits and watches telly, takes it all in. Now I know why. Right, this is the other thing. He remembers, like, if we'd watched a series a year ago
Yeah.
and the new series comes out, he hasn't got to watch the old series.
No, I have to.
He can remember all of it.
Yeah.
If it's been a couple of years, he might go, do you know what? Watch the last little bit of the last episode.
Really?
He remembers. And I think it's because he watches and gives his undivided attention to the programme with no shit. And so it stays in
No
there.
brain noise.
That's why
Yeah.
I think.
That's
So when he
impressive.
told me he had no brain noise, I was like,
That's wild to me.
I went for dinner with our kids and their girlfriends. It's mad to say your kids have got girlfriends. Anyway, went with the kids and the girlfriends. And I went, right, gang, 4 of them.
Yeah.
Do any of you ever sit and not think of anything? And he went, no, I'm always
Yeah.
thinking about stuff. I went, your dad sits there blank, nothing, blew their mind as well. They couldn't believe it.
I bet my dad does that. I would absolutely bet
Oh
money on
my
it.
God, the luxury. So
Imagine.
now, when somebody said, if you had 3 wishes, what would only wishes be? It'd just to be a quiet brain.
I get it. I'd love a quiet brain.
Because now that I know it's possible, I want one.
I thought it was normal to have a million and one things at any given time. 10 tabs open, you don't know which one the music's coming from. And
Me too. But now that I know it's capable, people are capable of shutting all this out, I want it too.
That is wild.
I wonder if there's a drug out there that does that.
Probably ADHD medication, because one of my friends
Oh,
had
yeah.
really bad brain noise.
Yeah.
When she was diagnosed with ADHD, she got put on medication and she said, there's no noise. I was
Do you
like,
know
what?
My friend Hayley said that as well. She's been on it a little while. And she said, I've never known my head to just be quiet.
Yeah.
And she had to tell her daughter, she said, Lily, my head is like silent.
Wild.
Honestly, I just don't know what that feels like.
We're going on ADHD meds.
Well, I can't get them prescribed.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
Black market, anybody?
Anyone know any?
Send your ADHD meds to the Pathersell podcast.
We'll give them a go for the day.
PO box is on the Facebook page. Thank you
Stunning.
very much. We'll give them a little go and give some feedback. My brain was that
Love
quiet, I won't write anything.
I know, yeah. Should we just stare into the void for an hour?
Right, before we hand over to
Yes.
you, one last search.
Stunning. I'm putting this down.
This is my favourite one.
Okay.
It's real. Can ducks recognise sarcasm?
Why do you need to know? I love this. Who has made a sarky comment to a duck and got a snarky look off
So,
them?
I've been thinking about this. I reckon somebody's been out feeding the ducks. Not that you should feed duck bread, by the way. Bad,
No.
bad. I think they've been feeding the ducks, right? And the duck's just gone, bread.
Yeah.
And the human's gone, fuck you, duck. And the duck's gone,
100% that's
and
what's
they've
happened.
gone, the duck just give me attitude.
That duck just give me a look. Fuming.
What was that look?
Yeah.
So they've gone on going, can ducks
I
see
love
my
that.
sarcasm?
I love that. I think more people should be Googling stupid shit.
Well, that was my favourite one. Conduct recognised sarcasm.
That's incredible.
Just why?
I'm a big fan of that search.
Yeah. Well, I might be able to find more, but they were my favourite ones.
I love it.
We're going to hand over to you and the story that I know nothing about.
Hell
I'm gonna
yeah.
indulge and blow my nose, drinking 7-Up and having a biscuit.
Stunning. So, do you know when the last... Sorry. I was waiting for that. When the last person to be convicted of witchcraft in this country was?
Okay. I know when the last person who died, but convicted. Was this person killed?
No.
Okay. Recent.
Relatively.
Okay, I think this was about the 1950s.
Close, actually. You are very close. I'm very impressed.
Go on.
I want to tell you the strange tale of Helen Duncan. I love this woman.
I know nothing.
I cannot wait to tell you. So Helen Duncan was born in Scotland, born in Perth. Basically, she used to come out with prophecies at the age of like 6. She was creepy. I am a very sceptical person. I do think Helen Duncan is a witch.
Yeah.
100%. So
A white witch?
she went down the psychic medium kind of route, but
Okay.
she would give prophecies and things and they would come true.
Oh,
And
really?
I'll tell you all about them. Oh, she's weird. So at the age of 6, she was basically being sent home from school and things because she was freaking the other students out with her prophecies.
At 6?
Yes.
What sort of things was she coming out with at 6?
Oh, I will tell you. So, she was having psychic experiences. Her classmates called her Hellish Nell. Brilliant. Bring back nicknames like that. We don't have them anymore and it's boring.
Yeah.
Bring back Hellish Nell.
Absolutely.
So she'd been told by her family under no uncertain terms to tell these stories, to tell these visions. Stop it. It's weird. You're thinking of the time. This is like, what, like early 1900s?
Yeah.
She's creeping people out. People are religious. And she's there being Hellish Nell.
Wow.
Incredible. So at one point, there's the local doctor going around to all the houses, as they did back then.
Yeah.
And
You wouldn't get it now.
you would not get it now, bloody hell. They have to Google your symptoms now. They
Yeah.
can't just show up at your house.
No.
And this doctor shows up to the house and she says to him, don't drive that way. Because a few miles down that road on this one specific corner, you will die. Like, this is like, we're going into like the 30s, maybe the 20s, 30s, whatever cars started becoming, like, rich people could have them, basically. So we had a very, like, early version of a car. Don't go down there, you will die. And she is a child. And he's like...
So how
"You're a
old at this
kid."
stage?
So she's really young still at this stage.
She's
She's
still
like...
young.
Yeah, she's still like an early teenager, I want to say, at this point. So he gets in the car and ignores her because this kid has just said, don't go down there, you'll die. A snowstorm comes out of nowhere, really quick. He drives down there, straight off that corner dead, like that. They go to the houses like, this doctor is missing in a snowstorm. Has anyone seen him? Helen Duncan turns around and says, on that corner 2 miles down the road, you'll find him. He's fallen off. He's in his car and he's dead.
She was that precise.
Yeah. And that corner is still called Doctor's Corner to this day.
Ooh.
I know. So she's proper freaky. She's proper weird.
Did she say where she's getting it from, or
She just knew.
she just knew?
Yeah.
Like a premonition that's come from somewhere and she's got
Essentially,
no idea.
She just knew.
Okay.
Weird. So yes, this is around the time when people were calling her Hellish Nell. And then in like the 20s, she started doing like clairvoyancy. And she was saying she could talk to the dead, and there was like ectoplasm. The ectoplasm was proved to be like cheesecloth.
Yeah.
It was not proved to be ectoplasm. However, on a seance in 1933 in Edinburgh, she said the spirit of a girl called Peggy had come forward. And Peggy comes up a lot when we're looking at Hellish Nell. So there was someone in the room who grabbed her. The lights were turned on. It was all very freaky and the ectoplasm had gone. What they were saying was cheesecloth. Suddenly this thing they could see wasn't there anymore. Bit weird, isn't it? So then she underwent a trial in a court in Edinburgh. And she was convicted of fraudulent mediumship. But she was let off, right?
So you could be done for being a jarg medium.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
At that point you could.
I suppose back then they took it really, really, really seriously, didn't they, mediumship?
Yeah.
So if someone's going to take the piss out of the profession.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
But
Didn't
this
know
isn't
that.
her main trial. So, during World War II, we're looking at November of 1941. There was a whole thing with this ship called HMS Barham. Don't know if you've ever heard of it.
No.
It was sunk but it was like a government secret. No, the families didn't know. No one knew for months after, because they wanted to keep wartime morale in the way it was.
Okay, I was wondering why.
However, also in November of 1941, bear in mind, nobody knew about HMS Barham. She's holding a seance in Portsmouth because she did a bit of travelling around. She's in Portsmouth. She holds this seance, and as she's there, she said, there's a soldier come through. He's from HMS Barham, and he says he's at the bottom of the sea. Nobody knew at this point. No one. So that's freaking people out because she's leaking wartime secrets here.
Yeah.
We get to January 1944. One of her seances is raided by police. They come in and go, you're fraudulent. We're going to try you. She gets told she's going to the Old Bailey for her trial. It's a serious business trial in wartime.
That's nuts.
You'd think there's much bigger fish to fry.
That maybe she was a spy or something instead, and she was holding information
they thought she was leaking secret, because at this point they're planning things like D-Day. They're planning these big things.
To take it down to the Old Bailey, it's not just fraudulent mediumship. It's not. You're a spy, or you're holding information. You're releasing top secrets.
Yeah, absolutely. So they did it when they raided that house in 1944. They tried to stop this ectoplasm coming out of her mouth, and they couldn't. The police have said this. This is not someone who was attending a seance. The people who raided it could not stop her. Weird. So weird.
Well, how did they describe the ectoplasm that they saw coming out of her mouth?
It looked like this very physical white veil coming out of her mouth.
Did anyone try to touch it? Oh, I would.
I would have. I'd have been straight in.
Yeah. What the fuck's got something in your mouth there, love? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a bit
gross.
Ectoplasmish.
Yeah. So exactly. Gooey. So then she was formally arrested. So then she was arrested under Section 4 of the Vagrancy Act, which is from like the 1800s.
Vagrancy? But she wasn't a vagrant, was she?
No. They were just trying to get her for anything.
Just making any old shite up, just to get her off the streets, basically.
Basically. So it was a minor offence, and she was tried by magistrates. Then they decided, this is not enough. We need much more to stop this woman. So they used Section 4 of the Witchcraft Act, 1735. And they said it was covering fraudulent spiritual activity, and they sent her to the Old Bailey. She gets to the Old Bailey in her trial, and she is arguing her case of, look, I am a genuine medium. These things come to me. I cannot help that. That is part of who I am. I don't summon it. It happens, right? And so they say, we don't believe you, obviously, because they're trying to, like, not emphasise this thing.
Yeah.
She then says, I will do a seance here and now at the Old Bailey. I will do one now. To which they go, no, thank you. Convict her of witchcraft.
Really? That's a go.
I'd love it. I bet, yeah, go on. Go ahead. She was that serious about it, which makes me immediately go, I believe that woman. If she's like, I will do it here and now to prove to you I'm not a liar. Let her.
Yeah.
But they freaked out and was like, no, absolutely not. Convicted her of witchcraft in 1944.
I wonder, is that still part of law now? That witchcraft, is it still written in law?
Because of her case, so she did 9 months in prison in London, was denied the right to appeal by the House of Lords, right? As a result of her case, the Witchcraft Acts were repealed in 1951.
Okay.
And then it became 3 years later, it was recognised as an actual recognised spiritualism or religion.
Yeah.
So it is now recognised, but she was the last one to be convicted, and her case is what changed it.
Wow.
She was released from prison in September of 44. She faced harassment up until her death in 1956. So her daughters are still fighting for Helen because she was convicted, and although her, like, the Witchcraft Act was repealed, her sentencing never was. She died a witch, convicted, and they are still now fighting for her to have that repealed because she was wrongfully charged.
Do you know what? I know it's all shit, like, but imagine having a
It's
witch
pretty
on your
fucking cool,
gravestone.
That is pretty sick, isn't it? I'd be up for that.
I'm not sure I'd want it repealed. I think I would be like, I'm pretty cool being called a witch, actually. Leave that there, thanks.
I completely get it.
I mean, I wasn't, but, you know, you're going to call me that?
Chanel,
I'll own it.
Absolutely. Yeah. And she kind of did. She was still doing seances up until the day she died.
Wow.
So some people says she died because she had a lot of health problems. But other people were like, no, we've seen when raids were being done, because she was still getting raided afterwards. They just never sent her to the Old Bailey again. they were still doing raids, and they said the ectoplasm snapped back into her body. That probably didn't help her.
Oh my God.
Isn't that fascinating? So yeah, that is the strange case of Hellish Nell.
Wow. What do other like spiritualists and mediums and that think of her? Is there much talk about her? Because obviously she wasn't the first. There's been lots, but she's probably one of the most publicised, and they made an example of her. What do they say about her in the circles? Is she legitimate?
There's some people think yes. I am obviously I'm not a spiritualist or a medium or anything like that. I'm spooky, but I'm not that spooky.
Yeah.
I do have genuine belief that Helen Duncan did have something purely based on the HMS Barham part of
that's
it.
nuts, that.
No one knows how she knew. The family themselves did not know that this ship had gone down.
It's things like that, isn't it?
It's what you can't
You
explain.
can guess a lot when you're sitting in front of
Of course
somebody.
you can.
You can learn how to read body language, those little nuances and stuff like that. But when you've got something that nobody knows,
Literally nobody.
and it's that serious that you get arrested for it because the government think that you're leaking secrets, that's nuts.
I'm losing my hat. I'm that excited. It's Hellish Nell. She's come for me.
It's so cute, that hat.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
I love it.
Big fan. Ferrell's probably not at the front, but do you know what? We move
Yeah, no,
can live.
it's also, let's have a look.
off to the side.
Yeah, that's okay.
I'm just
though,
going to
it's
say
cool.
it's like French and trendy and chic.
Yeah, no, it's cool.
Yeah,
off
thanks.
Slide off the side, great. Yeah, I approve.
That was the power of Hellish Nell. But anyway, isn't she interesting?
Absolutely
And I don't think enough
fascinating.
people know about her.
I'd never heard of her.
No, I had only heard of her last year. There was a documentary on it.
Well, bearing in mind that you're like, you know, spooky bitches of history, and I'm like, you know, fucking podcast addict.
Yeah.
Listen to all the mad podcasts out there, all the historical ones. Never heard of her.
Isn't it funny? But yeah, the last convicted witch. Britain's last witch, they call her.
Wow.
Yeah. Obviously, literally not Britain's last witch, because people do practice witchcraft now.
Yeah.
But
So-
last convicted.
Helen
Duncan.
Duncan. I'm going to
Yes.
remember that. I'm going to look into her a little bit more.
She was born Victoria Helen McFarlane, but she became Helen Duncan when she got older and got married. And she just changed her name to Helen. Went by her middle name.
All right.
Yeah.
Victoria's a bit of a mouthful. That's why
She
I
couldn't be
shortened it.
Hellish Nell, could she?
No.
She couldn't be
No.
Hellish Nell. She's a Victoria.
No. Victoria sounds a little bit too posh and responsible, doesn't it?
She could be Hellish Tory.
No, it hasn't the same ring about it, really.
Oh, I was
You know
more
what?
going
In our
politics.
school, there was 3 Vickies in our
Yeah.
year. And there was somebody called Victoria
Yeah.
as well. And she called herself Tory.
Yeah.
And I really, really wanted to be a Tory.
Maybe rephrase that.
I really wanted to be a Tory.
Yeah.
And I'm obviously, Vicky had stuck and that
Yeah.
was it. And I went through a very, very, very short time. When I was about 13, of trying to say, oh yeah, my name's Tory.
Yeah.
And I got so much fucking stick for it. It was like that. You're Vicky.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Your name is there now.
You know, who'd think, you know,
You're set
all
in
that kind of
stone.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that funny?
Hilarious.
So Helen Duncan. I'm going to remember that.
Love her.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Really good documentary on iPlayer, actually, on it.
Oh,
There's a
is there?
4-part documentary.
I do
They
like
talk to her
iPlayer.
daughters. So,
Okay.
her daughters do seances now.
Oh, go away.
I'd love to go. I don't think they do like public ones, but they do some in her memory kind of thing, but proper
All right.
full-on seances.
So they've got the gift as well.
Yes,
All
they
of them.
have. I think 3, was it 2 or 3 of them have? And then one of her daughters lives in America now.
Oh, wow.
So they were like FaceTiming her and stuff.
wow.
Brilliant. It's yeah, they do a few different ones. So they did the most haunted house in North Wales was one. Hellish Nell was another one, and I can't remember what the third one was, but there's 3 series of it anyway.
Right.
Really good.
I'll look it up. Love anything like that.
Me too.
Thank you very much for that.
You're very
really,
welcome.
really interesting.
I didn't chat utter wham too long.
You didn't, and I got to
Well
eat a
done.
biscuit in full.
Laughing.
Because
Doesn't
normally,
happen.
because of gagging or whatever,
Yeah.
I'm half a biscuit at the end. I'm like, oh God, so bad. Right then, we're going to move on. We've got a lady lobotomy.
Oh, okay.
It's a BDSM one, but it's not really something that, it's not too extreme. Obviously, I'm into BDSM, you're
Yeah.
not. And so I thought this would be quite good
Okay.
because
Cool.
you can relate and I can
Okay,
relate and we can help
nice.
answer this question.
Love that.
Dear Lady Lobotomy, I've got a really close group of mates and I love them to bits, but they're very vanilla.
Okay.
Sometimes they'll make jokes about BDSM or kink and I just kind of laugh along, but inside I feel a bit weird about it because it's actually a very, very big part of my life. I've mentioned I'm kinky, but I've not really gone into detail as a joke's bad enough without all the detail. Should I just keep it quiet, or should I just be honest? Because it's actually starting to piss me off a little bit now.
Yeah. Okay.
So basically, it sounds like she's got a very, very close group of mates. I think she's been friends with for years by the sounds of it. They're very close. They go out. They know that she's a bit kinky, but she's not really giving them much detail. So maybe if they realise how much she was into it, they might be a little bit more sensitive, but I don't know. But basically they know, and every now and then, I think it's a bit more than every now and then if she's took the time to write in. They're just like throwing little digs every in conversation, and she's now getting a bit pissed off about it. What should she do?
Fair enough.
So, what do you think?
I think if they're that good of friends, if you were like, actually, this is affecting me, they'd take that into consideration.
Yeah.
If I'm honest, and I also think a lot of the time when people joke about stuff that's like outside of their normal comfort zone, it's curiosity more than anything that they can't process.
Yeah. I think when people joke about it, it's because they don't understand it.
I would agree.
And they don't want to seem like silly, uneducated, so they just make a joke instead, and then don't realise that the joke can be quite offensive.
Yeah.
So you've fallen off again.
Yeah, it's hellish Nell. She's come back. We'll
Should be frisbeeing it across the room in a minute.
She wants to chime in.
Feel free.
The ectoplasm's going to come out the mouth and we'll chime in.
Just go afterwards, though. don't hang around.
Don't linger, Gail.
Do you know I've actually got a Ouija board in the house?
Have you?
Yeah.
That's very scary.
I won't use it in the house.
No, I don't blame you.
I've used it elsewhere, and it's stored with crystals and stuff, and I cleanse it every time. I personally won't use it.
Yeah.
I will let other people use it, and I will lead it.
Yes.
But I won't put my hands on.
Don't blame you.
I did years ago, years ago, and something really not very great happened, and something not great happened to somebody who was part of it, and I just feel that it's real. Don't meddle. You don't know what you're dealing with. If you believe in spirituality, then you should believe in Ouija boards.
I agree.
And if you believe in Ouija boards, you need to have respect for them, and just be very, 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 very careful with them.
Definitely.
So yeah, the one I've got downstairs, I will take it to places for other people to use.
Fair enough.
And I'll teach them and guide them, and I'll open it up and I'll shut it down so we know it's all done properly, but I won't put my hands on it.
Fair enough. I won't. I totally get it.
I'm not bringing a yarn shit back to this house. So, what was I talking about? So we were talking about, your hat flying off.
Yeah.
Okay. But before that, we were talking about vanilla friends.
Yes.
So, I don't think she needs to go into detail with the friends. No. But I think maybe if she just said, do you know what, I've noticed that you're joking quite a lot about BDSM and you don't mean any offence, and I'm not offended, but maybe it's time for me to say that it's not just like a little bit of a bit of slap and tickle for me. I'm seriously into it. And, if you go to clubs or, you go somewhere regular, maybe tell them and just say, it isn't just like a little bit of slap and tickle in the bedroom. I actually go to venues. This is my downtime. It's my alter ego. It's my other part of my life. If you want to know more about it, great. And if you don't, I totally get that. I don't need to share it. But I just want you to know that when you're making those sort of jokes, it's actually more than just surface deep. It's just cutting a little bit.
Yeah.
But I know you don't mean that because you don't know how heavily I'm into this. Yeah. But now you do.
Yeah.
I think I'd probably handle it that way.
I would.
I think good friends would be totally cool with you being that upfront.
Oh,
I know that some people aren't as upfront as me and would probably find that conversation quite difficult. But let's face it, you've written into me. Yeah. And so it's bothering you enough. Yeah. And therefore, I think you need to give it the space that it needs with your friends and just, broach the conversation in the best way you see fit, but be honest. Yeah. Be honest about it.
Absolutely.
And no detail. Just, I'm more into it than you thought. It's just a little bit digs me a bit when you give me those sorts of comments. So I would just face it head on.
Best way to handle it, honestly, I think.
Yeah. And like you said, if they've got enough friends, it'll be sound.
Yeah, absolutely. If you've been mates for years, chances are they're going to go, really sorry, we didn't mean to, any offence by it. Do you know what? We'll think about that in the future.
I think over the years, I've lost some friends who are vanilla.
Yeah.
When they found out what I'm into. I think it's a misconception, especially the BDSM, that people think that it is sex work, but they think that I'm a prostitute.
And there's big differences.
There's a big difference. And don't get me wrong, I've actually got escort mates. Yeah. It's a job. It's the oldest job in the world.
Absolutely is.
Nothing against it at all. But that isn't what I do.
There's a differentiation.
To my mates, actually, it's worse. It's like you want to do that and not shag. You just want to hurt people for nothing.
Yeah.
So I actually explain to people that, no, I'm not an escort. I don't actually have sex with my clients. I just beat them round on all the other stuff that I do. And they just look at me then. Because it's almost like, well, if there's sex involved, there's a reason for this violence. Because they're getting turned on and you are. But if there's no sex, you're just doing it for the fun of it. And that is what often raises an eyebrow.
Blows the head.
It does. It does. So I've lost some friends over the years. Obviously, I've lost my dad. He didn't agree with it at all, so he's dropped me. And I've got a few vanilla friends left. I mean, I've got lots of acquaintances, but I'm not friends. I'll every now and then hello on Facebook. Yeah, not my friends. But I can probably count my close friends on one hand, and a couple of those are vanilla. Yeah. All the rest of them, no, they've just sort of faded away into obscurity.
Which is fair enough.
Which is fine. They haven't dropped me. There's been no drama. They've just faded away. Yeah. One of them in particular, I'm like, the only reason she would do this is because she knows what I'm into now. Yeah. And that's fine. If she can't handle it and she doesn't want to be around me because of what I do, that's cool. Because I can't stand fake friends either.
No, me neither. I'd rather people were honest and upfront.
I'd rather she'd said it to me. She didn't. I'd rather somebody say, do you know what? This is going to sound like the worst thing in the world. I'm like the worst friend, but your lifestyle, I can't get my head around it at all. I know it's really important to you, but it actually makes me really uncomfortable that you physically hurt somebody, because I was physically abused as a younger person or whatever, and it triggers me to fuck. And, great friends, but I just think I need to give it a bit of space,
I get it.
And I would be like, yeah.
That makes sense.
I'd much rather that than be ghosted.
Yeah, so would I.
Or the flip side of fucking digs every 2 minutes.
Gross, you don't need that.
No, you don't need it at all. So I hope that's helped, my love, whoever you are. It was anonymous. Oh God, there was one. I think it was one with Barry. You probably heard it. And at the beginning, he said,
"Is it the really scouse one?"
Yeah. I'm still dying over this. And then me family, not my family, are laughing me head off. There's gotta be a Scouser or an Irish person. Yeah, because Irish people do the same thing.
That's where we get a lot of our dialect from.
Of course it is, yeah. Right, so I have got a fetish factoid.
Okay.
To finish off on, and it's a very, very short one. And I thought, do you know what? Fucking brilliant on that time. I'm trying to get our episodes so they're not an hour and a half or an hour and 20 minutes. But only because some people can't go the distance. Yeah. So I'm trying my best.
It's fair.
Yeah. So, do you know
the Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man!
Who lives on Drury Lane? So, very short. Do you know what the minivan is?
I'm literally picturing our minivan, so probably not.
The minivan in a sexual context.
Not a clue.
Okay. It's similar.
Go on.
It's similar to One in the Pink, Two in the Stink.
Right, okay.
So the minivan refers to 2 fingers in the vagina and 5 fingers in the anus. 2 in the front, 5 in the back.
Oh my God. Which makes sense to be a minivan.
Fucking 5 fingers up my arse though.
That's excessive at that point. That's a little bit excessive.
No. But.
Don't say but after you've just said that.
But people do like to be fisted up their arse.
They do.
Gay men, some gay men, some females do as well. In fact, there was a porno years ago called Dry Fauster.
Okay.
Oh, Dry Fauster in German. Yeah. It's 3 fists.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
And the guy in it was like a Dr. Fauster.
Okay.
And he had a white coat on, glasses, and he just looked like Robin Williams.
No.
He was a spit. The spit. Jimmy loves Robin Williams. He couldn't get over it. He went, Dr. Fauster is Robin Williams. And then he's
Brilliant.
like, you really looked at Robin Williams. Next thing, Robin Williams has got 2 fists up some girl's arse.
Of course.
And then another girl joins in as well. 3 fists up her arse.
Oh my God, that is wild.
I mean, how do you stop your shit falling out after that?
That sounds inconvenient in day-to-day life, if I'm honest with you.
I mean, vaginas, they're made to stretch and go back again. You know, people like to take the big toys. They just go back again.
Fair enough, yeah.
It's a muscle that goes back. I know the bum muscle is a muscle. But 3 fists, that's excessive.
It is excessive.
And, Sisi, they weren't like just going, you know, oh, are you okay?
No, be full on like.
They just went,
Yeah.
right? And then they were like that going,
Oh my god. That can't be good for your insides.
oh, she was having a lovely time.
I mean, I bet she was having a delightful time, but
She
I bet the next
was.
day she was a bit like, oof.
I'm sure
my
the next
word.
day it chafed.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm sure it would have been walking funny. But it was
Walking like
just
Clint Eastwood.
just 3 fists. Just doing that
Wild.
the whole time. Dry Fauster.
Yeah.
So look it
I've
up.
learned something new today.
Dr. Fauster.
It's always an
Absolutely
education
unbelievable.
when I come here.
So the minivan is 2 fingers in the vagina and 5 in the anus. 2 in the front, 5 in the back. You're very welcome. Please let me
something
know
new.
if you've done it or if you want to experiment.
Please do.
Let me know how it was. I don't need the details. Just, did you call it the minivan? If not, why not? Now that you know it's got a name, please do call it the minivan.
Wild.
2
Love
in the
it.
front, 5 in the back.
I'm never going to unhear that now.
Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Right, what we haven't done, Sissy, because I didn't mention it, we haven't done the goat or the fart buzzer.
Ah, which one?
So, well, we'll do the
We're a bit
goat.
late.
I'll do it because
go on.
you've got a job to do.
I have. Is this
So
the...
this is the scream and go to let us know that we should have finished 2 minutes ago.
Yep. Thank you.
Okay. So on that goat screaming bombshell, we're gonna go. So
Oh, God. So, if you're binge watching, put the kettle on. We'll see you in 5. If not, see you next week.
yes!
I've been rehearsing that. Hell
Have you?
yeah. Yeah.
Have you really?
I was like, I'm just double checking I actually do. Because I do know it. And every time I come in a freeze. Every single time I go, if you're binge watching, see you in 5 minutes, put the kettle on.
Well,
I
apparently,
actually do know it.
before we do go, apparently, quite a lot of the deviants out there, they actually say the introduction with me.
Yeah.
They literally say
I
it.
did that at the live when I was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But all around the world, as
Love
I
it.
listen to it, do the dishes, they actually say it with me.
Did they do it in your accent or
Some do.
as they should?
Some do. Some who don't say it out loud, but they hear my voice, my Scouse
Yeah.
voice in their head.
Brilliant.
But others, what's my point? Hang on a minute. So they say that, but others, they do the binge watching
Yeah.
thing.
Brilliant.
Yeah. And when some of you have been trying it recently, they've been egging you on in the background. They're like, come on, you binge watching, you know it, come on, come on.
And I do actually know it. I've watched 130 something episodes.
Yeah. Do you know, I remember when I
Unbelievable.
first did the whole binge watching thing, Dylan was a producer.
Yeah.
And I said to him, I've got a new little thing at the end to take us out. And he went, is it cheesy? I went, yeah.
But it
Totally
works.
cheesy.
But it
And
works.
so I did it, and he was waiting. He's like, "But when's it gonna come? When's it gonna come?" He's in the background with his headphones on, like that, looking. So I did it. If you've been watching,
Yeah.
and I did. He put the cameras off. And he went,
Phenomenal.
"Ah, I love that." He went, "What was it again?" He couldn't remember it, and that was it. It
I
just
love it.
stuck.
I
just
love
stuck.
it.
Yeah. So we are actually
Stunning.
going to go now that you've
Yes.
done the
Thank you.
outro.
I did it.
So we'll see you next time. Bye. Well done.
Stunning.
And there we have it. Another day made better by listening to the creators of chaos. Thanks for dropping by, and if you enjoyed the show, we'd really appreciate you sharing your love for the Pad to Sell podcast with your friends. Don't forget to give us a follow on our socials, maybe leave us some 5-star reviews, and feel free to send us an email to medic@thepadtosellpodcast.co.uk, or even interact with us on Facebook because we love chatting to you. Be sure to stop by next week because, as Bowie says, I don't know where I'm going next, but I promise it won't be boring. Catch you soon.